Hi everyone, welcome again to Lee's Comic Art Channel. We have another episode for you and it's going to be another unboxing, okay? So these are from two sources. One is one is from Anthony's Comic Art. Let's open that one first. These are from the last couple of weeks or so. I received them about a week ago. And I think Anthony, he had he was I think make an offer type of show on Cat, and so anytime I see those, I take advantage of them. This is cardboard. And, I looked through his website, and I found a couple of pages from a book that I have another couple of pages from. It's actually it's not a book; it's a series. And I like these. They're again from one of my favorite artists, as usual. I know people have been talking about collecting deep into artists, and I don't necessarily think I do that, but sometimes when there's a subject matter that I like, coupled with an artist that I like, and it's affordable, then I go for it. So, and that's what I did this time. Okay, so we got a letter from Anthony. They always have a date. I guess it's a form letter that they make sure they update. And they send you a copy of it every time to encourage you. Yeah, just to give them feedback. Oh, OAX postcard. So yep, we go there in Anthony's postcard. Okay, so what we got here is, yep, good. 2 pages, and this is a Marvel book, which is surprising probably to some people because I don't have that many of those. Usually I've gotten rid of most of my Marvel, but it's mostly the subject matter on this, and this is from Bram Stoker's Dracula, and it's by Dick Giordano, and it's done in like a nice. He's done everything on here, so pencils, inks, and then he does a wash because it was a black and white. Trying to remember if it was a magazine format. I can't remember, but it was done like in the late 70s, I believe. I don't know if this has got a. Yeah, I don't see anything on it as far as a date stamp or anything. I do have the book. I should have taken a look at the book to just get a little more background on it. But nice page, Van Helsing in it, and trying to remember the. This is Mina's friend. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. The house that Mina was staying in, and she eventually winds up being a vampire. But it looks like, and I can't remember, but it looks like there's 2 people laying down dead. There seems to be one over here too. I'll have to read the book again. I mean, I'm pretty familiar with the story. But I've seen different versions of it, but I have not read the original Bram Stoker's Dracula yet. But yeah, so this is a nice page because it is a pretty important part. I like this this lower panel, which is about a third splash or so. But also I like the sunlight is coming through the window, and also the way he's lit up this candle over here. I just like his design, the shape, and again he does the washes. He does a really nice job with the washes. So there's the first page. This is from book 3, which is still chapter 1, but it's story page 3. Okay, and then I got another one, likewise from book 3, but story page number 33. So, and this one actually features Dracula. So this is him as he's moving into that old mansion in England. I'm trying to remember the name of it, and for some reason it escapes me. And I'm guessing that that's Renfield, because Renfield from the story is who moved them in there. That's my understanding. But I'll have to read the book. So two kind of important moments, not just filler pages, but fairly important moments within the original story. On this one, I do happen again. I like that the big panel on there. Really, I actually like the big panel at the bottom with the mansion on it a little better than I do like the. And I think that's the mansion he's moving into, unless that's like a transition into like maybe the house that Mina was staying at. I'll have to look again. Okay, because it looks like it might be slightly different. Just can't tell. So yeah, nice pages, nice wash, inexpensive pages, which is nice considering they're like 40 some odd years old, and they're both by, like I said, they're both by Dick Giordano. And one does feature Dracula. Maybe it's just one panel, but he's still there. And Dick had his own take on Dracula, a little bit different. The mustache, more like a Vlad the Impaler type of style, and that great cape with the I don't know what you call it, but the wings on it. The cape just pops right up. It's nearly covering his whole head. It's kind of neat looking. So that's my first package. My second package, I'm trying to remember what it was that I won, is from Heritage. Let's see, is this the open? And I'll remember it as soon as I see it. But it's been probably about a month or so. So I can't quite remember at this moment. It's my only one. I always bid on multiple lots when I'm bidding in Heritage. But again, I don't bid on expensive stuff. I just don't do that. But also, the range I'm bidding in, I'm sure there's probably a good amount of bidders. Using an X-Acto knife today. It doesn't seem to be working as good as I thought it would. I have no idea like the number of bidders. I can't remember. Even when I purchased it, I don't really pay attention to how many bids there were. Okay, I remember. I thought this was a pretty good deal too. Okay. So this is a Batman page from the 70s, 1974 as a matter of fact, when I was 10 years old. Again, probably a book I've read, but I've read so many that I can't remember stories, and my memory sucks anyways. So I can't really remember much beyond. And I don't know how much attention I was paying when I was a kid anyways to the stories themselves. Maybe I was just looking at the art more. So what this is, what we got here from Batman number, let's see, it's Batman number 257. So it's probably the backup story is what it is, because it's a Robin story. So usually these Batman stories, they had a feature story with Batman, and they had like a backup story. Yeah, no stamps on the back of this one either. But Irv Novick, and guess who? Dick Giordano. So 3 Dick Giordano pages. Both from, I believe, from the 70s. Like I said, this one's from 74. The other one's probably from like 79, I believe. But I'll have to look that up to just confirm it. Okay, so really well done. I like Irv Novick's art. I have like quite a few pages by him of different characters. I have some Batman. I have some Superman. But I think that he was, it's not one that you hear about too often. Now, there's one thing that I want to get from Irvin Novick sometime in the future is a Joker page. So he did the early um, Joker issues when the Joker had his own comic in the 70s there. And I'm pretty sure he did the early, like the first 10 or so. But yeah, just again, a nice looking page. And that bottom panel's nice and wide. Some action going on here. I guess you could say the action is Robin fighting more birds. So, and he's losing it looks like. Well, there are multiple birds, so, and only one Robin. But, this is a neat looking page. Nothing too special, but just really well done. Nicely by Dick Giordano, as usual. Okay. So that's it for today. 3 Dick Giordano pages. And one with pencils by Irv Novick. I'll see. I think I might be doing one more show prior to OAX. Depends upon if the order that I just placed from a good friend comes in prior to the show. We'll see. Okay. Take care, guys. Hope you enjoyed what I had to show you today.